Hi guys, I'm Dave from Everything Waterfalls, also the Garden Gnomes, etc. One of the cool aspects of the website, especially the Everything Waterfalls, is the universal rock, all the different waterfalls that we carry. And this specific area is for you guys that have swimming pools. I get the question over and over and over, how do I hook it up? It's not a new build where we already incorporated the plumbing to where we want to put the waterfall. It has nothing like that. And I know on the Garden Gnomes we put the Maldives quick hookup, and it was sweet. It just came from the outlet or the inlet of or the outlet of the waterfall, came right down and went right in. So it was like a $20 type of a hookup. It was great. The guy he had his pump or his waterfall going in just a matter of minutes. But anyways, for those that kind of don't have that, I did the leg work, and what I did is I went out and bought this Alpine. It's a cyclone pump, and I'm figuring how sweet would it be to take one of these pumps and come right out, put this underneath your waterfall rock, you'd cut this off, you would have one of these on top, and it would be very simple to go right into this pump, go right into a foot valve, go in front of the waterfall. It would have your water makeup. This here would go right into your waterfall, which you would have to install 1.5 inches. But with all my experience, I should have thought about it beforehand. I was the pump man, also the specialist of all the different plumbing systems for plating lines, whether it was your cyanide, your chrome, all your different acids, your tin, your cyanide, your copper, what have you. I did all that stuff with specialized, all these different pumps. So when I looked at this, I says, geez, you know what, we're dealing with corrosive chemicals with salt water and chlorine. I bet any money this isn't going to work after I paid for this, wasted money on this, because I can use this. This is probably not that for 17 bucks, but anyways, it makes for a good vlog. So I called the manufacturer up. I says, is this pump going to work for salt water? And I told him what I was going to do, because you can't submerge anything. I was going to have it outside. Of course, nobody knows anything out there, and he never did call me back. So I figured, well, the best thing to do is to read the manual if anything fails. And lo and behold, right in there, don't use for swimming pools. And because they don't want you to submerge it, well, this isn't going to be submerged, it's going to be out, but then it goes ahead, don't use for salt. So when it says not to do stuff, you're just going to ruin the pump, and you're wasting money. So I did the footwork trying to find some optional type things for you guys. And the one that I came up with, and of course I visit people who deal with pool, and they didn't get the gist of what I wanted to do. I've done a lot of research and development type of stuff. So I'm looking for ways for you guys to enjoy waterfalls without having to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on somebody redoing your decking and cutting into all your brick or whatever you have going around there and making a mess and spending that type of money. This here's the best thing I could come up with, and this here's a bona fide. It's a Harris pool pump. You can see it. I'll put it onto the website blog. You can see what I'm talking about. This here was only 99 bucks. It mounts above, right on top of your deck. 3/4 inch power, 115 volts. You're talking 1.5 inches inlet and outlet, so that fits good, because the outlet of your waterfalls are 1.5 inches, so you can go right into that. And with 1.5 inches, 3/4 horsepower, I should say, it was 45 gallons per minute. Times that by 60, you're around 2,700 gallons per hour, which for all of our waterfalls, you're going to be around the 15 to 2,000, so you'd probably have to install some type of a valve. Now the bad thing with this type of a pump, you cannot put it inside any of these rocks, especially the waterfall. It's cooled. It's unlike this where you put it in the water cools the motor. This here has a fan, and it goes through the motor, and that's the way you have to cool it. So you need a lot of airflow to cool your motor down. So with that in mind, I thought of a couple things. You can always cut into your waterfall and put this head part inside and have this part hanging out. Then you can go ahead and take another accent rock and sort of put it against it a little bit, but you cut out the back part where you don't see it, so it has a lot of the flow. Now here's another thing too, is unlike these that come with a 33-foot cord, you have to have your own electrician, or if you, to go ahead and put, it's 14 gauge wire, and of course you're going to have to do the grounding of the pump and certain things, because there is, and you're going to have to check into the regulations that are set up in your different areas. But I was told that this pump will be fine for what I want, for what we want to use it, because again, it's not going to be anything with your pool. It's just to run your waterfall. You can bring it behind, you can go out, and you might have to have a flapper valve to hold the water. Again, this here is sort of self-priming. This is also a unit to take the top off and get the leaves and stuff off. A pool's not going to have all that stuff anyway. You're going to have a little bit. And at the bottom here, there is a little like a little valve, not a valve, but a plug where you can take it off, drain it for the winter time so it doesn't freeze. So a little bit of leg work here for you to give you an idea. Hey, I don't have the setup. Maybe I want to put one of these in. Hey, this is a way to do it. Not this way, and definitely not with this. So check into this.